Syncing 1 2 1 2. Let me do this. Alright. Welcome. This is something new. Welcome to my channel, The Conscious Mick. This might be something I start, a series that I start. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna be. I don't want to call it a podcast, but it is gonna be where I'm gonna be talking about like different topics, whatever comes to my mind. I've been wanting to do this. I've been meaning to do this, but can't lie. I'm ass at speaking. I'm ass at public speaking. But with this, hopefully, with you guys and with the channel, hopefully I can get better at it, and I could improve for things farther down the line. Whether that's recording or presenting to people, or let alone just communicating to like interaction, communicating to other people. I definitely want to get better at it. So, I feel like this is a step forward. This will be a step forward to what I'm trying to achieve. And also, I feel like I have some pretty good topics to talk about, or pretty good thoughts to talk about. Now, today, now that I've told you, damn, what the hell? What am I trying to say? Let me lock in. Now what I'm trying to, I'm gonna crash out. Okay, let's get into what we were talking about. So, mind you, I just got back from church. Let me paint you the picture. I just got back from church just now, and church. The reason why I love church, and Catholic church especially, is because I know you're supposed to be listening and stuff, but sometimes you zone out and you just be like, I feel like my best ideas come from church when I'm just sitting 1 hour chilling, kind of zoned out when the priest is talking. But it's okay, because it's a good reflecting time away from your phone, time away from distraction. You're really just there with your thoughts. Let me see if there's a recording. Okay, we're still recording. But anyways, yeah. But this thought dawned upon me. How am I 20? I actually okay, to be exact, 20 is not that old. Let's be serious. 20, there's 30, there's 40, there's 50s. We live on average, people live till they're 80. I'm trying to live maybe till I'm 90, who knows? But it just clocked me right instantly, I'm 20. And then before that, I was laying on my bed, and it clocked to me. I was scrolling on TikTok, right? And I put down my phone. I look up like this. I'm like, damn. And then I look where my camera's at, because my bed, you're on my bed right now. I stand up, or lay up. Lay up, sorry. And I look at this. And this is a banner. These are banners or awards that I got from my senior year in grade 12 in high school. Bro, it's about to be 3 years ago I graduated high school. And I'm just bro, how am I 20? How has all this time gone by? All this has been in the span of all these pictures I've collected over 2 years. There's nothing from high school anymore, but this is still from high school. It has pictures of my friends, pictures of when I was still playing basketball, and it's just where did all the time go? I still feel like I'm 18. I still feel like I just graduated high school. Not in that sense, but I feel like I'm supposed to be way more mature. But at the same time, there's people telling me to, I don't want to lose. Not telling me, but I don't want to lose that youthful spirit. Of course, you're supposed to mature. Of course, you're supposed to, get smarter, be more, sensible and stuff. But dude, I still laugh at 6'7". I still, time to time, yeah, I still laugh at 6'7". I still, time to time, what do I do? Why am I bringing it? I still keep up with the TikTok trends. Like, besides, it's starting. I'm starting to feel a bit like because I'm like, what the hell is 41? What is 41? But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's so different with my era because we're like the first era to live throughout the whole entire existence of social media. Like, we were born in social media, so now everything's like documented. And now on TikTok, everyone is just, you know, I guess kind of going through the same thing where they're like when I was younger, like, take it for example, like millennials. Sometimes I have no idea what they're talking about because they have nothing recorded. But when we were younger, we had like these nuts. We had, what are those? We had all that, and it's just kind of crazy. Like, that doesn't feel that long ago, but it was like, I think, damn Daniel, these nuts, 21. That was like 8 years ago. 8 years. 8 years. What? 8 years. Oh my god. But it's just like crazy. Like, maybe it's an identity crisis, to be honest, bro. Or no, not identity crisis, but like, I'm coming up to that quarter life, and it's just like, I feel like I don't know. For me, it's just like, because it's weird, because I feel like I've just gotten into college, but I've been in college for 3 years. Maybe the reason why is because, I was playing basketball for my first 2 years, and, it did. And I'm not in a traditional university, I'm in a college, and it's like a polytechnic. So there weren't no clubs, there weren't no like Hoko or parties or dorms, especially where my school is at. There's no dorms, so it was like literally, it was a very, I feel like, different experience. And this year, since I'm back at home, I'm not playing basketball right now, which I'll get to in a different soon. Yeah, knowing that I'm like, it feels like it's my first time in like proper college, because like, I'm still at the polytechnic, I'm still at Nate, but I'm like immersed with my like friends back at home, and like they're in university. And then when I go out, I'm like meeting people at MRU or all the local universities in my city, and it's like, why does it feel like I have just started college when I'm about to low-key graduate? Like, I'm doing a 2-year diploma. I got one more semester, God willingly. Hopefully, I pray that I just need to get through these 2 semesters and then I'm done. And yeah, and then also additionally, I don't even know if I want to continue in school. And if my parents see this, sorry, but I want to do like content creation. I want to do this. And I feel like, it's as long as people, as much as we grew up with people making a living off content creation, off YouTube, off Instagram, off TikTok, but I feel like it still hasn't reached its peak. And I feel like there's still that, it's becoming more and more of a legitimate career. But with that being said, it's just like, man, it's definitely completely different. But is it also starting to become mainstream to do content? But I feel like social media is one part, but then you find a niche. Finding your niche, what you do in those videos, is another part. Because at low-key, anything now can be monetized. Monetize it. You can make monetary gain off of it. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, and this blanket that I'm in, this, I guess, safety blanket college has given me for the last like 2 years is like, oh, I'm in college, so I could just, do this. But when I'm done college, like I have to like, I mean, I'm starting to do it now, but I have to really take this seriously. Like I gotta put my foot on the gas pedal. But like being in college has given me like safety blankets. Like, I still have to balance, doing good in school and YouTube. And, I'm trying to do that, We're trying to upload once a week on the other channel on Mikel Aiden. And, so far we kind of finesse, but like we're for the most part we're there, But yeah. It just dawned upon me like I'm 20. And I got a lot of life to live, but it's also like, where'd the time go? Because I'm looking at all this. I'm looking at this, especially these 2022, 2023. It's 2025. And it's just as crazy how like fast time goes when we're older. But yeah. I feel like this is a good yap session. I feel this is a good first episode. But yeah. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. This might be a series, bro. This might be a series. But yeah, I felt like I was literally at church and I was thinking about it. I was brainstorming ideas like for TikTok. For TikTok and for YouTube. And, I just wanted to get on here and do it because I've been procrastinating. I've been like, I feel like whatever I get out of this, I'm going to post it anyways because I think we did a good job. I feel like I finally found my space. I've finally like satisfied with how it looks. I'm satisfied with my setup right now. But yeah. I guess the final word is like, if you're going through this, if you're going through like, damn, time is going fast, like, oh, I don't know what to do. Me too, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just, it happens to be that I have found something I like that I low-key want to, maybe perhaps do for my career. And I'm just putting one step in front of the other. And, it always starts as a hobby. I'm just still figuring out figuring out my processes, my systems. And, what? Man, I promise you, bro, you'll have faith, have trust in the man up above. And just keep exploring. Keep exploring your hobbies. I'm very privileged to say, like, it's a very privileged thing to say, but like, you're in no rush. You could try things for 1 year, 2 years, might not work out. That's what happened to me in basketball. Who knows? Maybe I come back and play basketball. But all I'm saying is like, have faith. Everything will happen when it's supposed to. Like, believe in that, bro. Believe in that. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of a Conscious Mick, I guess. That's cheesy, but I feel like that's the best name I have for now. But yeah, see you guys.